Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep and this is my first ever YouTube video. Uh, in this video, I want to talk about my favorite things. I have a lot of favorites. It's not limited to books or tech or cars or even cycling. I then got cycle inside. Uh, I also like to do some repairs here and there. But today I want to talk about one of my favorite things, and that is aircrafts. This is a wonderful Lego set my brother gifted me on my birthday. And why aircrafts? Well, first thing that comes into my mind is because I want to be a pilot someday. And I think I was in eighth grade when I decided to be a pilot. And since then, there's nothing else in my mind. It's not easy to be a pilot. You have to work really hard, and you have to pay upfront a lot of money for the tuitions and flying schools. Uh, I'm in somewhere in between the process, and I see myself as a very good pilot someday. So let's talk about planes. This here is a propeller-driven aircraft. But let me tell you something. I do not, as of now, have very good knowledge about aircrafts. I am just fascinated by them, and I want to fly them. But I do not have a really good grasp on the technical aspects of an air. I'm trying to keep up my best. So I also have a model of a wide body aircraft. Uh, it was all gifted by my friends on my last birthday. I think I was 24 years old back then. Okay, so this is a model of Boeing 747. One of the durable aircrafts. It's called King of the. I think it's called the Queen of the Skies. And I love it. It's yeah, by the way, it's a pullback model, and it if you pull it back and you let it go, it almost tends to fly. I particularly like this one because I made it. We made it. I with my brother who gifted me. We both made it together, and it was such a good experience. Which is why I'm a big fan of Lego. This was my first Lego set, and I suddenly became a Lego fan. But let's not talk about Lego. Let's talk about planes. Why do planes fascinate me? I'm not sure. Maybe it's my connection with the machines. I'm a good driver, by the way. I drive cars a lot. I love driving them. I like my bicycle a lot. But I feel that I have this connection with machines where I don't understand how these machines are working. I can feel every piston movement, every carbon movement in the engine to whichever vehicle I'm traveling. Sounds weird, but I can feel it. And I have this confidence that I'm going to reflect the same capabilities with an aircraft as well. Aircraft fascinates me because, come on, look at it. Such a huge machine, such a big piece of metal, and it can fly with such good stability. It blows my mind actually. And if you've ever been in an aircraft, you'll relate to this that how fun it is to be in such a thing that takes you from ground and throws you into the sky. And watching down on the ground from that height, it's such a great feeling. I remember my first time. It was a night flight, and I could see all those houses and highways lighting up. It felt like a video game actually. And of course, the G forces gave me butterflies in my stomach. And yeah, it really fascinates me that how this big machine can fly to such heights, and with just two people sitting in cockpit and maneuvering this thing. And of course, there's the glamour to it, to becoming a pilot. You go to different places, you have a beautiful office, nice views every day. But in, I do agree that it's great. But what attracts me more is the connection to that machine. Is being a pilot is not an easy job. It might look so, but it is not. People generally say that all you have to do is press the autopilot. What if I tell you that almost what it's actually 100% of the aviation is automated. Pilots just sit there to monitor things when they go wrong, which is why they are paid so much. And I really want to experience what it feels like in the sky. Now, this could be a one time thing, but I can see myself doing that as a job. I feel uh, very hard to imagine myself doing some other job or desk job. I don't mind to demean desk job. My brother, my closest friends, they all do these jobs and they're very happy with it. And I respect that. It's just not for me. I I don't want to portray this that I'm stating this statement before I even trying it. I tried it and it's not for me. So yeah, that's why I think I want to be a pilot. And also, I think that being a pilot requires really good attention, good body coordination, and you have to be very good with the communication. I've attended cohorts and meetings over these years, and I've met a few pilots, and they've asked this question: "But why do you want to become a pilot?" And I honestly give these answers. I generally see people giving these answers that, "Oh, it's a great job. You earn so much. Everything is so nice, so shiny, shiny, shiny." But my answers were different. This is a great story. Uh, in one of the interviews, one of the pilots asked me that why I want to become a pilot, and I said, "So I think I'm a good in communication. I can be calm in panic situations. I have a good hand-eye coordination. I can feel the connection to machines." All of my answers, although however they were different from what other candidates answered, and I was pretty confident with them. The person, the pilot that whom I was talking to, he told me that Sandeep, all of your answers were great, but they were incomplete. And I was like, okay. He told me that you mentioned communication, but it's not just communication in aviation. It's effective communication. And to all the rest of my answers, he gave me additions to what I was missing. This one stood the most for me because I realized that, yeah, it's right. Whenever you talk to ATC, you uh, give them, how do I put this into words? You acknowledge whatever the ATC said. For example, let's say you ask the ATC to permission to taxi from your parking to the runway. So the ATC says, yeah, you have the permission. Your plane number, so, is allowed to go from the parking and taxi to the runway. And then you record it back to the ATC. Okay, ATC, this is what I've understood that I have to go from parking, taking this route, and then land on to runway. There's this game that I enjoy, Microsoft Flight Simulators, and I've oftentimes found myself that I do not declare the third time to the ATC. I just have this one way communication. ATC says this, and sorry, I ask ATC that I have to go to taxi or I want to take off. And ATC says, okay, you're allowed to take off, and then I just go for taxiing. But what I should have done instead, that I have to call back to ATC again. So that was really a great advice from him, and which is why that is when I realized that yeah, he was right. So I was thinking maybe to tell you guys about how a plane flies, but let's keep that for some other video. This was my first ever video for YouTube, and here's my plan. I want to record my journey, how I become a pilot, sitting here, 25-year-old on this chair, Procast chair, with two monitors behind me. I, oh yeah, I must also tell this. Currently, I'm in my undergrad, and I also have a business. I have a marketing agency, and through this agency, I'm planning to scale up in future and ultimately accumulate some funds that I could afford my flying school and my pilot career. And let's see how this goes. If I happen to become a pilot, you will find me on this same channel. You'll find me here sitting on some nice chair maybe and telling you guys, but I made it. Alright. See you guys in my next video.